Here's the materials I'm going to use to make a Beyblade X Stadium. I used the split tire as molder to create a big circle and the side base of my Beyblade X Stadium. After making the big circle for the wall and extreme line, I made again a small circle for the stadium floor. I gently matched the glass lid molder to the big circle for equal width, length, and height of the stadium floor to the stadium walls and extreme line. Then I made the mini circle to create the stadium floor like the last stadium tutorial. I cut the big and small circle to divert it from the illustration board and make the stadium floor. Big circle done. I forgot to say, the big circle will turn into a ring once I cut the mini circle inside the big circle. Mini circle is also done. Later on, I will connect the stadium floor, stadium wall, and the base. This is the first look of my Beyblade X Stadium without the walls and extreme line. For the stadium floor, it's just like the previous one. I cut the middle, then measure it to 5 millimeters to avoid the base from scrapping and lose control, especially in attack types. The only thing made my stadium floor different is the color part. I choose the white part cause it's my reference in the TT Beyblade X Stadium with white stadium floor color and extreme line green color. I put also tape in the stadium floor to avoid stains from the tips of the Beyblades. Connect the edges of cut stadium floor and made the conical shape. Test spin. Another test spin. Sorry, Dran. I made again a small circle for the center of the stadium floor to avoid wobbling effect in the center, especially in defense types, and I put masking tape and color it in green as decoration. I peel and stick the mini circle to the stadium floor to finish and decorate it. Now stick it to the stadium floor using double-sided tape. The black part of the illustration board is not coming off, haha. Test spin. I tape the mini circle to avoid dirt and stains. Test spin. Lastly, I put masking tape in hexagon shape in the center, then I put permanent marker green for the decorations. I put the tape again to finish the stadium floor. The stadium floor is done. Next is stadium walls. My stadium walls are divided into two parts. One is the outer walls, and two in the inside wall. I'm making a wall using used illustration boards and cardboards for the X line. And also I'm out of ripcords and I don't have other bases. That's why my Beyblade X Stadium is not accurate and not stable. But it's okay, I still want to see the finished product of this stadium. After cutting many illustration board and cardboards as wall, I connect them to fit in inside the base. Moments later, I connect the illustration and cardboards to the base to form the inner wall of the stadium, and I tape it with electrical tape to seal it and avoid the wall from falling off. I made a cardboard ring for the illustration board ring to apply my X line. This is the second look of my Beyblade X Stadium. I used my cardboard to the mold big circle to 3 layers of thickness to stick the pocket walls later. I trimmed some of my used illustration boards and put all of them around the big circle to stick the X line to it. After that, I used my cardboard to my molded X-line contact to make it thick and I put it to the stadium floor. Test spin. It's time to make the axe line using my old ripcords. I cut it in the upper gear of the ripcord to fit the flat bit. Moments later, I repeat the process to all of my ripcords and I stick it to the X-line contact and around the big circle. Test spin. After I put ripcords as axe line, I test if the axe line is working. Oh geez, it's working. By the way, I didn't launch so hard because I shoot this footage or video last Monday around 4 a.m. in the morning and it's too loud and my family was sleeping. Hahi. I stick the overall part of the stadium floor to the base of the stadium for stability and knockback resistance rather than the original Beyblade X Stadium that doesn't have a heavier weight for knockback. I used my illustration boards and cardboards to make a stadium wall for slightly protection against projectiles or aggressive ring out or extreme finish. Also, my pocket walls are only 3 cause there's chances to make a point of ring out finish to the X bay when they collide hard. I decorate the walls using construction paper for simple color design. And lastly, I stick all of the pocket walls using glue gun to finish my Beyblade X Stadium. Additionally, I put the Beyblade X logo to the center part of the wall for design, and I stick the last to pocket walls. Here's the finished product of my Beyblade X Stadium. Last test battle. I know it's not perfect, but okay not to. That's all folks, thanks for watching.